Okay, so this is our Volca Modular with Effects part 2. So yesterday, I was showing how the Volca Modular sounds really nice going through a Lexicon MX200 effects unit with some nice reverb, nice delay. But I know what you're thinking is like, come on, I bought a Volca Modular, now I have to buy an effects unit as well. OMG, I don't have enough money. But don't you worry. And also, like me, you might be thinking, okay, I want to take my Volca Modular on the road. I don't want to unplumb a big rack, 19-inch rack unit and take that with me to my live gig. The Volca Modular is so small, fit that in my pocket, and then here's a load of rack effects. So tonight I'm going to show you how to get a similar effect entirely with software which could be going through your laptop, for example. A lot of musicians, electronic musicians, will already be taking a laptop to a live gig. Not all of them. They might be doing doorless jam. Obviously, you might be doing a doorless jam. You might already have a laptop anyway, so you can set up your laptop, and I'll show you how I would do it if I was doing it. Whether to sort of basically copy what we were doing yesterday with Lexicon, but entirely with software. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so here we are in a Reaper, and I've got just one track here, which I've armed to record, and we're going to monitor what we're going to hear, and then on the effects, you know, almost like, well, it's like insert effects. What I've got set up here is these are all stock, well, apart from this fella, but we've got the standard reverb that comes with Reaper. Actually, Reaper comes with 2 reverbs. It also comes with a convolution reverb. So this is the simple reverb that comes with Reaper. And I've got a delay unit set up here, and I've also got a chorus set up here. And now all DAWs are a bit different, so you need to experiment. But basically you want to be able to hear your input signal with these effects applied. So on my mixer, I have to set it to red. I push the red record button so I get the signal in, but not the monitor button. So what do I mean by that? So we can hear the sequence going, but then if I, instead of just hearing like the dry signal coming in, I can then only hear essentially what's coming through the DAW. So then that's dry. So when we switch on the reverb, right? So nothing, loads of reverb. And we can hit the delay in. And the nice thing about this approach is you're then not limited in any way by the sort of effects you can load up here. So we can have a go with some chorus. Go crazy, right? And then again, this Wolfram, this comes with Computer Music Magazine, but you know, with something like an effect like this, right? So then, really, you know, the sky's the limit. And obviously, what you're hearing through the monitors is the affected signal, right? Only. Right, 100% of the affected signal. So you can imagine if you were performing live, as long as you can output this affected signal into the PA, happy days. You've essentially emulated your rack unit entirely in software. So I'm now going to try and figure out how to do this in Ableton Live. Okay, so here we are in Ableton Live, and I've got an audio track set up here. I've set up my my inputs, and what I'm doing, I'm saying monitoring in, like that, which I think is a default. You know, I've got another two options here, but this is the option I want. Then on this audio track, this blue track here, I've just pulled in a reverb, just one of the standard reverbs called Concert Hall, and I've put a delay in as well, which is a preset called Groove, which I've just slightly changed a bit. And I've got the dry and wet on 0 on both on the reverb and the delay. So let's get the sequence going. Completely dry. And we can dial in the amount of reverb we want. Ooh, lovely. And then we've got, you know, various parameters. Should we want to, you know, sculpt that more, and then we can then dial in the amount of delay we want. Nice. So there we go. So that's, in fact, I think it's easier to do this kind of virtual live rigging, effectsing in Ableton. Big surprise. The music software designed for live performance is well designed for live performance. Shock horror. Now, also, the really cool thing about obviously doing it in live is then here I've now got a MIDI track set up, and I've put an instrument on that. This Digi Stensum pad with a dark hall reverb, which is also set to monitor that. Okay, I thought I was in C minor on the Volca Modular, but it doesn't sound like I'm in C minor. Anyway, but you get the point. You can then quite quickly, with just like the Volca Modular in this case, and just a controller keyboard, and then orchestrate everything through live. Put together a nice little simple electro set. So there we go. Right, let's stop that. So there we go. That's doing the effects in software. Alrighty, so that's the this is video 2 showing you how to do live effects, or how to sort of simulate your 19-inch racks entirely in software. I've done Reaper, I've done Ableton Live. It's probably, you can probably do the same thing in Cubase, Logic, Pro Tools, whatever is your DAW of choice. It's probably, you can set the similar thing. So, and get this baby sounding really, really nice and sort of chilled out and tasty. Now, obviously, you don't have to get it sounding nice and tasty. You could put a load of distortion effects on it and make it sound dreadful, but in a good way. So it's entirely up to you. Yeah, so next video, part 3, I'm going to do the Volca Modular with guitar effects. Alright, see you for part 3. Let's get on with it.